Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. In today's episode is 130. I would say I'm probably like 90% recovered. However, I do believe I got a little sick. Not like a crazy amount, or it might just be a lingering effect. I don't know. But my throat's been hurting a little bit lately. Or not really the throat, but like the back of my mouth, sort of. It's been hurting. But either way, that's just why it's 1:30 and I have not streamed today. Been kind of just taking it easy, I don't want to push myself and then burn out. But anyway, hope you're doing well, hanging in there, I suppose. It's been a week since I got my teeth taken out. Kind of crazy how the time flies. But I'm doing alright, hanging in there. Hope you're doing the same. Let's get rolling, shall we? I'm gonna, again, drink a lot of water, take some breaks here and there if I need to. These videos, despite not taking me a lot of time, they are a little bit, like, it is a lot of time and it is not a lot of time. Some YouTubers, they put in, like, lots of time editing their videos and such, and this is just me talking and playing video game for 40 minutes, but 2 videos a day, that's like, equates to like an hour and a half, 2 hours of talking a day, since these are longer form videos as well. Kind of compounds on you. Not a big deal, just a thought. Kind of, it's good to take breaks here and there during the video if I'm not feeling good. But usually it's fine. I have pretty good stamina for these things, I feel. Anyway, let me ask you a question and let's get going. Today I want to talk about, have you ever been unconscious for anything? Either voluntarily because of a surgery or you got put under, or involuntarily. I don't mean have you ever gone to sleep, obviously, because the answer to that is yes. But the other one, have you ever been put under for a surgery, knocked out, anything like that? I have not. Never. One of the reasons that I did not get put under for my wisdom teeth removal is that I just didn't want to experience that for the first time, among other things. But yeah, no, I've never been knocked out for anything. One day I'm sure it will happen, but the closest I guess I've been is I had laughing gas when I had a filling done when I was much younger. But that wasn't like unconscious, that was just, nitrous oxide. It was a little loopy. It was high. Not really the same thing, but, either way. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's roll. Umbra, Exile, Wurmkin, Soul Sucker, Shadow, Patient, Making of a Morsel, Echo, Transfer, Ember, Cash. Sure, it's a Penumbra day. Let's see what we get today. I feel like I turned over a new leaf in yesterday's video, but we'll see where we end up now. Do I have a Consume? I have Ember Cash. It's not the worst card to give Echo Seedling to. It's not like I'm taking Drop Cage here. Could see something wacky out of that. Let's just play an Architect, right? Let's play Architect and Big Worms. That's fine. Architect does well with Big Worms. Intrinsic Space Prism, the champion, isn't terrible here. I'm gonna greed the money as well. I'm gonna not play too aggressively in the early game, but we should be able to get away with the money. Let's play top floor as well. Yeah, chilling today, taking it easy. Hope you've been hanging in there as well. My project is the main concern in my current day, or I guess I should say current day to day. That's what's going on with me, really. I got my big project deadline coming up. Talked about it a little bit here and there, but that's what's weighing on me. I'm gonna be working on it a lot pretty soon. Probably gonna put some time into it after this video even. Basically gonna become everything that I do for the next week or so, but then I'm gonna turn it in and I'm gonna graduate college and I'm gonna go, oh my god, what the fuck, where am I now? What the hell do I do now? I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, huh? I got other things to worry about. But that's what's going on with me. What's going on with you? Anything interesting today? Lately? Anything fun, exciting going on in life? I hope so. Or I hope not if you're not interested. Either way. Whatever you prefer. Let's see here. Pack Morsel is kind of bad because of Echo Seedling. It's purple, but all the morsels will go to waste or be a detriment. Could go Perils. Perils is fine. It's usually a good take, but we have Echo Transfer already. Things. I think this is actually a skip. But it's a strong maybe to Perils, because Perils lets you open up to Furnace Tab. I'm gonna go Perils. You can Perils Morsels, it's probably worth it. Purple cards here are good, Shelter is good. I would take Echo Transfer there if I did not already have one. Quick +10, +3 per Echo. Morsel Maker. He's probably one of the best Umbra units. Crucible Collector is not. Not gonna give him anything. Morsel Maker should not spend a lot of time in this run. He's alright. Play it cool, play it calm. Going to a Wurmkin banner in the next ring, probably. I will take the unit draft trial. +4 is not so bad. Could also be able to ping off the 5/2s. And that's good too. Remember that Morsel Maker costs 2, not 1. Morsel Maker can go in front. I do feel like Morsel Maker at this point should probably cost 1. There's not really a good reason I can think of that this unit is 2 cost, but yeah, you know what? It is what it is, isn't it? Hope I draw a better card on the next turn, or else this is kind of looking a little bit dire. Okay, I mean, you gotta think about it now. I think the best way to play this is to create a morsel, play it, Echo Break the 5/1, and then Echo Transfer Penumbra here. It sucks because you take an extra. I mean, it stops the Sinner's Burden either way, I guess. So it doesn't really suck. It's just the combat sucks. It's compounding in the opposite of my favor. Go Echo Break there. Barrels here. You get 40 damage through. Because 12 and 21 kills, and then we only take 6. Assuming I don't die. And that should be okay. As long as I can ping off both of these guys, the 5/2s, we should be okay. And I think I have 1 Echo Break coming up. The odds are not necessarily in my favor, but they are good enough here that I think with killing 1, we should not be in a bad spot. Oh, I didn't proc Echo Seedling yet. Might be. Okay, it doesn't matter. We killed 1 of the 5/2s, and that's all that really cared about there. Okay, acceptable. 6 damage for the trial is fine. Mind Collapse or Bust here. Do I want Mind Collapse? I think so. We don't have enough pings, is what that combat showed me. Proclamation is okay. It's fine. It's not crazy, it's just fine, I think. I don't think I'm gonna take just fine. Oh. Well, I guess. Yeah. Alright. Fine. I'll play Morsel-Made here. He is very good, as always. See what we see here. I'm not going to commit to any sort of infusion or anything like that. Hold over -1 +10. Kinho's Vessel, Kinho's Carapace. It's a shame I didn't take a Morsel card now, but I'm not prepping myself for Morsel-Made. Oh my god. I guess I could have done holdover mine. I mean, I have ×5 making of a morsel here, which does seem pretty okay. Does it seem pretty okay? I mean, it seems fine. If I had given this a -1 first, but I can't know that this is here. You can't know. I think 1 is good. Maybe 5 is bad. I think 1 is good. I think 5 is too many. I'm probably going to have a trample or a multi-strike card that I need to draw into, and that slows me down. -1 holdover on making the morsel is fine. And we leave, I think. Could have done -1 or holdover spell chain, that's too expensive. Alright, and we leave. Let's go. So the rest of this run should kind of pan out how you would expect it to. I guess we'll see. I didn't actually count out the math here to make sure that I could dodge Ember Drain like that. I just did it, and you know what? It worked out, so. Morsel Maker generates as many morsels as I could possibly create in a turn anyway, so I think it makes sense to play Morsel Maker here. Let him just load me up. Does he also... Wait, does he eat as... Oh, he eats as soon as they're summoned. Wait, that's a positive interaction. I didn't think that it would work like that. I actually thought that they would just be... Oh, he just auto... Whenever they're summoned. Okay, I thought it was going to be when it was like you had to play it from their hand. But no, that's extremely good then here. Wow. Great news. And then unfortunately he gets dazed and I take damage here. Fine. It shouldn't make a difference to take 8 or 7 here, but... You know, it would have been nice to not take it, I suppose. It's a number of hits run now. You spend the rest of the run going, yep, I need more hits. I need to hit enemies more times. That is correct. If we get Trample Stone here, the run ends, by the way. In case you were curious. We just take draw, reach Trample Stone. If we get... however, it's really dealer's choice. I'm going to press end turn because this is a Morsel-Made run, and I am now going to end my turn when we have a guaranteed W, like so. There's no reason to carry on here. I'm not going to sit here and talk about all the ifs because it is now the time to make the choices. Shroud Mitosis and Shroud Spike are both very bad here. Extremely, extremely not good. They just do not work. The end. They are not good. I skip here, and I take draw. The Steel Shop coincides with an Umbra banner, which is good because this could have the multi-strike guy. Allied Construct, and that would be the best hit. Quick is okay. Okay, it's just all Morsel Makers and Crucible Collectors on this run. If I buy Quick, I can then... Do I want to take Quick, or do I want to just look for multiple multi-strikes? Kinda tough. I think he should have enough stats to live without Quick, but am I in a position where I just look for multi-strike every time I can? Probably, honestly. It's probably just look for as many multi-strikes as I can find. Okay, run sucks. Everything's bad. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a little grim, I think, without multi-strike. So, you know, it's not like you can duplicate Morsel-Made and play multiples. It's just, if there's no trample, no multi-strike, no, like nothing on this run, I will lose it, and there's nothing you can do about that. I looked for Allied Construct, he wasn't there. I looked for, I mean, I searched high and low, he wasn't there. I'm gonna Perils. It's better to Perils off of the character that has Ember Drain already. You're Ember Draining yourself more. I'm also going to put one more Echo up here so I can play Echo Transfer next turn. But it goes down faster if you do it like this. Man, these collectors have not been with me, huh? These collectors have been very against me. That should be enough, right? That's not enough? Is this enough? That's the armor difference right there, I guess. What the hell? 36 and 5? Oh, yeah. It's 41, and you're at 49. Oh, look at that. I take damage here. 49, 41. I could avoid the damage by playing Train Steward. How much is it? 22? Okay. I'll do it, because we'll still get scaling. And then I have Echo Transfers. I just have to think about how I play these Echo Transfers now. And I actually have to think about it to make sure that I have enough hits to kill properly. I think they both go on the Morsel Maker. Well, I think they both go on the morsel maker. Because it's... You're gonna get 4... You get 10, so he's 56 next turn. I think they go here. Look at all these morsels I can't play. What a shame. What a shame. 56. It's gonna be close. There's draws that make me take 0 here. Hey, this is one of them. Echo Transfer. This Echo Transfer has to go on to Morsel-Made, I believe. No. Yeah. Yeah, it does. No? What the hell? Oh, because it's 75. What the f... No, but this is enough. Oh, because we don't kill my Harnesser in one. I see. Oh, never mind. Maybe there was a way that I could have done it, but I don't think there was, actually. I think the Morsel Maker... It makes no difference. I should have put it on Morsel Maker for the next turn, is what the difference is made here. But... oh well. I played this how I felt I should, and if I die... I mean, I won't die, it's just a shame I'm gonna take a bunch of damage. Putting that one here is pretty bad, but now we can just go like... Echo Break, Echo Break, Echo Break, and now we can take no more. So I ended up taking 22 anyway. It is a shame. This Morsel, or the Train Steward, he did his best for us. That's all you can say about it. He did his best for us out here, and that's all he had to do. Wait, actually, do I have enough? I have enough, for sure. 3 hits, definitely, this is fine. Okay, it was close. We almost took 0 for the trial. I should not have taken the trial. It was a tilt take, I'll be honest with you. I took it because I was mad. Cannibalize is great. These are bad. Soul Crushing Guilt is fine. Yeah, I gotta not let myself get angry at Monster Train. Multi-strike me and we're okay. Hey. You saw my cursor go over to the leave button. I was pre-casting the fuck you Monster Train, but it actually gave it to me. I apologize, Monster Train. My mistake. Oh, hey, glad I didn't take quick. Light's Gift is crazy. Commemorative Spike is a no thank you. It's definitely Light's Gift. Glad I did not take quick now. Very cool. This is an extreme number of hits problem. Am I afraid? Probably. There's also not really a relic that I need to be greeting for here. I don't think it's worthwhile. Remember to dodge Ember Drain when you can. I still need more hits, but we're getting closer to being fine. One of these days, I'm gonna get a pickable collector. It's gonna go top 4 one of the times. You're gonna see it and you're gonna go, wow, he was right. It did go top 4, incredible. How did he know? And I'm gonna just shrug my arms and I'm gonna go, ah, gee. Hard to say, isn't it? Okay. This doesn't look like enough. I need more pings. Number of hits, number of hits, number of hits. That's the dialogue here. So show me a trample so I don't have to think anymore about my Morsel-Made run, please, Monster Train. I should have pinged one of these. Yeah. Fine. Should learn from my mistaken ping here. As soon as I can, I'm end turning until the run is over. Or the combat is over, I should say. I can't yet because I don't have the damage to kill. I need to get to 140. I think it should be enough after I play this morsel. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sick of my self-made Heartbeat. Man, that boss is going to be 7 times 5? That's crazy. Here. This is the last round I will be playing morsels. I will now be pressing end turn. Thank you for your understanding and your cooperation in these trying times. Good fight. Trample Stone. No, I'm not playing. I should play Gem Trove. I don't want to, but I should. there. I'll just look for multi-strike, it's fine. That's all I need. Cool. My decision to wait has panned out. So I need pack shards, and I need to not draw Morsel Maker on turn 1. Morsel Maker going away is -4/-4 per turn, but I don't have to keep Morsel Maker alive as the pro. Ah, wow. Cool. Sure. This Morsel-Made is very strong. Probably pretty close to being able to win the run now. You just start taking things like +10 piercing, mind collapse. What's at the end? It's money. I need to take a 15 here and a 15 in the next one, so now we start upping our echo breaks and we use them to kill enemies. This should, I mean now at this point we should have a for sure thing. I would be surprised if this was not a sure thing. Put it more like that. Fuck you, Arcus. Guess I'm playing top floor. I was gonna play bottom floor with Void Curses, but there was a Daze Shard, so I will not be doing that. It's okay. It's still fine. I just, the run is not hard, but it's the tedium of parsing how to play these morsel cards in the correct order. And so it's not something where I can go like completely brain off, I have to focus a little bit. But it's also a position where the dialogue that I can give you now is not particularly interesting. I'm just gonna play morsels. The strategy is not exciting or interesting, but the run is pretty much in the bag. Except for the end. Like, the last combat will be a little difficult, for sure. I don't think there's any doubt about that in my mind, at least. Arcus, or not Arcus, the Divinity is often going to be tricky because we're going to have to juggle not having enough hits to kill. So, this part's going to be the part where we just kind of roll our eyes, though. Eventually, I'm just going to stop playing cards, actually. When I'm pretty sure. But, I don't know, it's a good time for me to talk about other stuff. I don't really have anything interesting to talk about, though. Into the Breach has been going well. The series has been performing well. I'm glad to see everyone liking it. People have been coming to the stream for the first time and being like, hey, I found your Into the Breach content, which is crazy. That hasn't happened since Monster Train. It's very cool. So I'm glad you guys have been enjoying that. I've also been enjoying the game very much. It is probably the most fulfilling experience in content creation for me to have a game that I enjoy playing and that people are enjoying watching. It doesn't happen to me as often as I would like. Monster Train probably was the last one where it was like, really, I want to play a lot of Monster Train. And people want to watch it, right? I've had games that I've wanted to play a lot of that people did not end up watching, like Patrick's Parabox, for example. That is a game that I was like just a pure passion series for sure. But then there are games that people want to watch that I don't want to play. Darkest Dungeon 2. Not on YouTube so much though. That game didn't perform well for me on YouTube, just on Twitch, but still. I'm not playing that game anymore. It's just too frustrating for me. Right now anyway. Maybe down the line the developers will change their philosophy. I have hopes, but right now, no Darkest Dungeon 2. I'm okay. Thank you. But, yeah. Into the Breach is the balance that I am looking for in life. It's very good. Game is excellent for me. I should have checked this first. To be 100% real with you here, I want you to look me in the eyes when I say this. It does not matter. The difference of 2 and 1 cost on Gem Trove is not going to make a meaningful impact on this run. I do not care. But yeah. Anything else? Not particularly. Gonna avoid Spell Shield too. Yeah, the YouTube channel, it hasn't even, I don't know. I'm to a point in my content creation journey where I put out 2 videos a day and I go, yeah, I feel like I've been kind of neglecting the YouTube lately. But it feels that way because I have been stagnating a bit. I haven't been putting out anything new. The first looks are on hold because I'm just like freaking out about the end of my semester pretty much. I'd like to say, by the way, This run was 0 collectors. They were all mid-floor, and I could not catch any of them. Very cool monster thing. Cute. Yeah, eventually I'm going to get back to the first looks. I will probably cover that game Cult of the Lamb, which is coming out soon. That one looks like it's going to both perform well and be fun. But it's outside of my genre, right? I'm a very strategy, tactical-oriented gamer on YouTube. But, you know, doesn't mean I don't like those games. I played Neon Abyss on the channel. It was fun. So I could see myself playing a little bit of Cult of the Lamb. Probably not immediately, because I am end of semester dooming. But when the semester's over, I mean, shit, dude, I'm gonna have so much time. Content's gonna be flowing for a bit, I imagine. But we will see, I suppose. Taking damage here is weird. I am playing a lot of morsels, but I guess I'm just... Every single purifier being infused is insulting. That's all I can call it. Insulting, Monster Train. I took 18 damage because all the purifiers were infused and I couldn't ping any of them off. This is now intern territory. But, yeah. I'll probably try to put some more content out towards after my semester is done. That's my plan anyway. Trample Stone, please? Cool. I didn't expect it. It's nice to call, though. You gotta ask for things. I'm gonna go for the removals and the health here. I don't want to duplicate anything. I do want to get rid of perils. And Shelter. This card... Shelter was better when this was not a Morsel-Made run, but I know you're thinking it's Consume, but I'm never gonna pay for that Consume. Dun Echo Capricious Reflection Advanced Prototype is really good. Fossilized Fangs is actually very good. And then we'll put a -1 on Cannibalize, and then I will buy 2 removals. And I'll be removing... I'll go 1 Echo Break, 1 Shade Splitter. Remove them in equal parts. 100 of 100, let's go. Anything else with me? What's going on in real life? Well, got my teeth taken out. You've probably heard a little bit about that, if I were to guess. That's been the story of my real life lately. I did spend my afternoon today helping someone in my group with a homework assignment unrelated to the class that I'm in the group with them for. It was pretty fun. I really like problem solving and helping people understand things, so he was like, yo, I gotta pay you back for this, please let me do something. And I was like, no, I don't really want you to do anything for me. I just had fun doing the problem. I had done the assignment before, like the assignment that he's doing I had done a version of already, so I was like, yeah, I'll sit down and just talk you through this real quick. That should be fun. It was fun. I had a good time with it. It should have been quick and easy, but we had like one slight logic error that was so the project was a maze that you had to guess your position in, and it's like a whole probability thing where you get information of like what you see around you, and also then you get the information of which way you're trying to move, but the move could be made incorrectly, right? So like if you are told that you're moving north, there is a 80% chance you move north and a 10% chance you move east or west, right? And so the project assignment is to figure out the probability that you're on each square. And so it's very the calculation is very stats heavy, and it made sense to me after a lot of thinking. And I was like, here, man, I'll walk you through it real quick. But we did all the logic, everything made sense, and we got to the end, and we had this small error, and I was like, I don't know why this would be wrong. I don't understand what's causing this to be incorrect, because the logic is perfectly fine. Anyway, we spent like an hour or two debugging it. When my group mate, when he typed the... Oh darn, I can't play Cannibalize. Oh no. Anyway, when he typed out the code initially, he flipped the movement for east and north and for south and west. So like when we were trying to move south, we were trying to move west. We were getting like some of our probabilities were correct and some of them were completely wrong, and it was just a fucking nightmare. I spent a lot of time looking at it and going over every line. And like we didn't think it could be wrong in that section because another section of the program that relied on the section that was wrong there was giving us close to correct answers. We were like, oh, this is probably just a rounding issue. Because it was very close to being correct, but for some reason it was not. And yeah, I was like, here, send me the file, and I ran through it and I put a bunch of print statements out and I finally got it and I went, yo, holy shit, I see it now. I see the matrix. We did it. It was a nice. I love programming and why it is what I am hoping to do as a career, because of those moments where you spend all that time on something and it feels so hopeless, and then you go, oh shit, and you like your eyes open and you get it. That aha moment. Aha! I fucked up the combat. I apologize. That aha moment is what drives me forward, though. It's like, yo, I will spend 2 hours on this to have the moment where we go, oh, I get it. What I enjoy. And it was fun. I had a lot of time. I had a good time doing it. I had a good time with it, so. That's what I did today. Nothing else really interesting. I'm probably gonna have to drive a lot on Wednesday. I said I was gonna actually have to think about the Divinity, so now I will think about the Divinity, I suppose. But I mean, the thinking is just going to be looking ahead and going, hey, this 25 times 2, that's an enemy that could hurt me, I should kill it. Because we might not scale fast enough for that one. Okay, cool, on to the next one. I'm gonna put echoes on each floor so I can turn things off potentially in the future. Hey, you see this wave? That wave could do damage to me. Let's plan for it. I don't draw anything here, I don't believe. Nope. 72 times 3. It's gonna be Echo Transfer. We just want to get Morsel-Made to the threshold where he kills everything. The number would be nice to have live, but if the number dies, the number dies. If he dies, he dies. That's how it goes. I love the sound that Morsel makes when it dies. It's a great noise. Very good sound effect. Whoever voice acted that killed it. Pretty close to enough damage. I think if I could play Echo Transfer, I would kill this Clip Reflector and not take 5 here. But it's fine. I am threatened here. Really, like, extremely threatened. I think I lose the game here, actually. Huh. Oh, it's a number of hits problem. I see it. I didn't think it would look like this, but it should be okay once I put up enough heats. Yep, okay. Am I dead to this? How much would you do to me? 12? I made a critical error here. This is 200, so it's like 5 times. It's 5 or 6 times 12 is my rough math, which is 60 or 72. I don't think I need to reset this. The way that you fix this, by the way, is you don't kill the spike. Yeah, but I'll be okay. I have the health. It's crazy that I'm not full health here, actually. I feel like I should be. I don't know why I'm not. But let's take a moment and look ahead here. Next turn, I do not draw I do not draw the Divine Shield card. Jump Road. Which means, what does that mean? It means something very important. Oh, I'm not doing enough damage to kill the Gilded Wings here. That's what it means, actually. Oh, what it means is I probably lost the game. Okay. Cool. That's fine, too. It's kind of strange that this run doesn't win, I feel, because it does everything that I would expect a run that would beat the Divinities using Morsel-Made would do. And yet, here I am. I am short 3 damage to ping off this enemy to survive. I don't know why this run loses. I feel like this run should win, but I guess it loses by 5 or 3 because of jack strips. I was pretty sure that this run should have won. Gem Trove, Cannibalize. What was I supposed to do here? Maybe making of a morsel is too slow. It is unbelievable to me that I don't make 290 with fossilized fangs in this run. It is so close to. Here, I guess I'll replay. You know what? I've thought about it a little more. No, I'm gonna, because I was gonna say to you, you know that I can win this run if I play this slightly differently, but you don't know that. I'm not gonna take that information for granted. I am surprised that my scaling is so slow, though, I have to say. It is shocking to me. I guess I gotta be honest with you too, though. In a real scenario where I am trying 100% to win a run like this, I probably would have looked a lot harder for Value Stone holdover, or just holdover on a better morsel generating card. But I just don't want to. I just really don't want to. Something is wrong here, isn't it? Didn't I kill this Light Wings last time? Didn't I kill this guy? What the hell? Did I ping him with the oh, I pinged him with the Extreme Stone one, huh? Well, that's a whoops. That's a big ol' whoopsie out of me. This kind of depends on what type of morsel you're getting, huh? I don't know. Right, so I made a mistake, and that's not great. Everybody has those days, though, is what I've been told. In the run back, I did fuck up, though. I made it's a pretty major mistake to take this 50, but you know, it is what it is. The trick here is to mind collapse this guy, I think, and then I think it should be enough damage now. I just want to see if I have enough damage now to not get hit here. It should be enough. I would believe. Generate all our morsels. Imagine if morsels still crafts harvest. Wouldn't that be funny? But not funny, haha. So yeah, I mean, this is what I wanted to show you. If I had not, I pinged with the wrong card and ended up taking 50, but you just have to recognize that you can't get one of your Morsel-Made shots chunked there or you lose. And that is what I then realized, and then I look ahead on the Echo Breaks, because I lost those Echo Breaks to that one error. And now it doesn't matter that I'm short on the hits, because I will do enough damage anyway to not die. Actually not short on the hits either. So I do have one more hurdle to overcome. It's still possible that I lose this. It shouldn't be possible, but if I lose it because I played the ping on the wrong target, that's fine with me. Has to be this guy, you think. Morsel-Made now one-shots 3 enemies, and I don't have enough hits unless I draw Mind Collapse, which I did because I'm very good at the game. Great news, everyone. I win unless you didn't want to see me win because you feel it's bullshit that I reset, in which case nobody thinks that, by the way. If you think that, no you don't, straw man. Get the fuck out of here. I didn't ask. It's a little close. A little bit of damage there, huh? Just a touch. It's fine. But yeah. like I said, in the hindsight there, when I was thinking about it, I was like, oh, you win this, you have to make a recognition there. You have to spend more time thinking about this combat than I wanted to. And yeah, that's how it goes. Morsel-Made runs make me lazy, and then I lose because I wanted to shortcut. And if you shortcut on a run like this without trample, I mean, yeah, without trample, it's just lost, I guess. Interestingly, the melee weakness had very little in contribution to that run because the enemies have to die in one hit from Morsel-Made swings, but overall, just like a terrible run of Monster Train. I hate Morsel-Made. I shouldn't play that unit, but also it's like a free win if you give it the thought that it deserves. But I don't want to play that shit. It takes so long just watching morsels get eaten. And by so long, I mean 34 minutes. But it's not like you're making choices. It's fine either way. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.